Yes, sir.
Now, in the Luo community, people say that your Alego, that the people who speak good Luo, the real authentic Luo, and people always say that Alego Taj Chumbe, which means that it's the house of who is
Iron.
who in the Luo community. Please tell us about this Alego.
Alego are great people. They are great
Yes.
people. My mother comes from Alego. They are great people.
Yes.
Even Rela's mother comes from Alego.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Alego, when I mentioned the last time I talked the distance about game and Ugenya, Alego was the other side of Muljuok. And then of course, they all came from Sinakuru, coming up, down, up to Ramogi. Then they had Owing. Then Kisodi. Owing was the leader, Kisodi was the leader. Then there was one called Owinsigoma. So all these leaders, they also had their grandchildren who, as they're moving along, their grandchildren like Ogelo, Agir, Okelo, Amoth, where the first governor came from, Owinsigoma, Jakamahola, Jakomenya, and Uradi. And Alego have spread all over Luoland. From Gotramogi, come to Game, come to even Sumu, up to Southern Nyanza, Alego are many. Remember, I mentioned Reverend Canon or Pindi, that was from Alego. When I mentioned Thomas Odhiambo, the ISP man, that's from Alego. When I mentioned Obama, from Alego, so can you see what Alego is? Although in terms of population, the Karachuonya are more, but initially we thought Alego were more. Alego are second to Karachuonya. And among the Alego, there are also many clans, and they don't intermarry with one another, because among the Alego, the Karapul, the Kakan, the Usere, the Oranga, the Ogelo, the Menya, there are many. And even Agoro, remember I mentioned Agoro Nyakach. Agoro in Nyakach are from Alego, and they know one another, they visit relatives. You get the point? In Kisumu, Kanyakwara, here, the hill, there are people who are there who are relatives, their relatives are from Agelo, Alego called Seji. And they always go, they visit their relatives in Alego. You get the point?
Yes.
Now, among the Alego, what we liked about them, they had some legends whom when the white men came, the Alego were also magicians and also people in the government of the day. There was somebody, Lodima Polo, who became the first chief at the time of Alego. There was somebody, Ngonga Odima, who became a chief. Ngonga Odima, the story has it that he shot an elephant with a gun and the elephant talked to him. It's a myth story, but there it is. He had a gun. Then there's Owira again, great man of Alego. There's Amoth Kowira, great man of Alego. Then I'd mentioned earlier, Reverend, there's one Tao Kogot. Tao Kogot was a warrior, man from Alego Mur clan. He was from around near there. He fought the people game all over. He was a great warrior of his time, and he won many battles. That was Tao Kogot. Then I mentioned Reverend Canon Apindi, who became a great Christian, went to Mombasa, came back, and went to South Nyanza and improved Christianity. He died in 1958. He was born in 1885. There's a book about him, Canon Apindi. Then we have one called Ambrose Ofafa from Alego.
Yes.
Ambrose from Alego, Calcutta. Gets to Nairobi, the first fellow to become the city council, Nairobi, and of course, he was shot in 1952. And so remember Ofafa Ejike State and Ofafa Memorial Holding soon, those are done in his honor. That was Ofafa. Then Professor Tia Odhiambo, a very bright man of his time, a man who won many accolades. He was from Alego Moor, and he set up his IPE in Southern Nyanza. Then the last one is Obama. Obama was Obama, of course, the son of Obama, the president is son of Obama, became the 44th president of the United States of America. That is Alego for you. Now, Alego had a system of order, which is very common among the Luo, and it should never be forgotten. It came up when I was doing my study, their findings. Among the Alego those days, if say there's a sitting somewhere, or a cow has been slaughtered, carcass, and it's going to be divided who takes what, the rule was that you must give people of Seji house first. Before giving the Seji anything, that's not in order. So you give Seji, because Seji was the first son of Alego, you give people who are Seji first. After giving the Seji, then you give again Kowira, second son, he has to get his share. Then the one called Oyengo of Alego Kaluo, he also has got the third one, he must get his share. Then Jokawila, the descendants of Owinsigoma, I mentioned Owinsigoma, was the king of his time. So his descendants must also be given something. Then the last one is Alego Moor. Alego Murinyala, this way we got Tao Kogot, this way we got Reverend Apindi, this way we got Thomas Odhiambo. And the Alego, they are in Alego, Ng'ia, and also in southern Nyanza, all over. So that's Alego for you. They're great people and they spread all over in Luo land. Thank you.
So there's this thing that when Obama was the president of the US, Raila said that Obama was his cousin. So was Raila referring to the cultural context now that Obama comes from Alego and Raila's mother comes from also Alego? Culturally, they are cousins, but people did not understand whatever he was referring to, the cultural context.
Oh, you see, Raila's mother came from Alego.
Yes.
In the family of Ongaudima.
Yes.
You understand? But
Yes.
it's from Alego.
Yes.
Now, since Raila is from Sakwa,
Yes.
the mother is from Alego, is called Wood Sakwa, Woodnya Sakwa, son of the girl of Sakwa.
Yes.
Woodnya Sakwa.
Mm.
Like me, my mother comes from Alego, I'm called Woodnya Alego.
Yes.
And those are proud of that. If you're a man, you're called son of
yes.
this. So those are your cousins.
Yes.
Nephews, one way or another, yeah. So that's what Raila meant. And Luos, you see all one another's brothers and relatives.
Yes.
It shows the kingship among the Luo. You're my brother.
Mm.
But then when you come to home, now everyone goes to their own clans. You see, when Obama became US president, it's us, our brother.
Yes.
One time I was in US in down San Bernardino in a Rotary meeting, and then in Rotary you introduce yourself. So by those days Obama was in power. I said, "This is my cousin." Said, "Wow." I said, "Yeah, our names are always O." And they clapped. Yeah. So the Luos are like that identity, and this book gives Luo identity. Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Okay, Dr. I think that one is appropriate for Luos to understand that we are related in one way or the other. Thank you. Guys, next time we will catch up on, we are going to South Nyanza kidogo next time. So stay tuned. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.